Today, isolated rain showers in the afternoon, otherwise mostly sunny with a high of 79. I'm meteorologist Amanda Edwards of the WSGW Weatherology Forecast. Currently 69.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com.
Well, good morning to you and welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW for a Monday morning. On the road today to a very, very special location. We are broadcasting today from the Midland Country Club, home of the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational Ladies Professional Golf Association Tour, which the tournament actually starts Wednesday. Today is professional practice day, and tomorrow is a pro-am. And then Wednesday through Saturday, the best women golfers in the world compete here in Midland. And to talk about it with us, that and other things this morning, we are pleased to welcome the chairman and CEO of Dow, and we say good morning to Jim Fitterling. Jim, good morning to you.
Good morning, Art. Thanks for being here. Thanks for you and Dave coming over to do the show from here, and we're glad to have you.
We're always glad to chat with you too, and there are so many things to talk about, all good. For example, the number 125 appears on almost everything out here, including the little card holders that we have here. What is the 125 all about?
Well, this is Dow's 125th year in existence. Dow started here in Midland 125 years ago. We actually celebrated the birthday in May, but we're taking advantage of this occasion and this week to celebrate it with the community.
And people say, why Midland?
Well,
it's a salty answer, isn't it?
It is a salty answer. Yeah, Midland, Dow started here because of the natural brine deposits that are underneath the state of Michigan. They contain high amounts of some pretty precious minerals that were valued and still are valued. Bromine, chlorine for making bleach, among other things, iodine for making medicines. And Herbert H. Dow invented a process which still is today the most efficient process for producing chlorine from those natural salt solutions. And so what was done here at the time was we would actually brine mine that salt. You would drill a well and you would pump water in there and basically make a saturated salt solution, and then put it through electrolytic cells where you passed large amounts of electricity through it, and you'd separate out chlorine gas, and then you could separate out bromine and iodine, which at the time were major sources of medical products. It became a lot of chemistry that was important for film developing, like think Kodak film, Eastman Avenue, Eastman Kodak. So a lot of partnerships started here.
And the company, though, over the many decades of its existence, has kind of morphed a little bit into what it is today.
It has changed. I mean, it changed from being basically an inorganic chemical company to being an inorganic and organic chemical company. Back around the wartime, so back in the 40s, we made a big move down to the U.S. Gulf Coast to Freeport, Texas. That was the first of many big moves, geographic moves that Dow would make. And that was the beginning of what was the plastics and the rubber business at the time. Dow also moved down there because it had access to seawater and could make some of the products that we made here from seawater. So think calcium chloride, magnesium. Dow got into those products early on, used magnesium a lot in the development of magnesium parts for the automobile industry, including at one time pistons for engines, etc. But magnesium was big during the war effort. So when Dow went down to the U.S. Gulf Coast, it made a lot of mag for aircraft. Think the skins on aircraft at the time. It was light, and it was easy to work with, and that took Dow down to Freeport. And then we got into the plastics business from there. So today our business is predominantly plastics. Half of the business is plastics, think food packaging, but also could be pipe for water treatment. It could be rotomolding for parts for the automobile industry. Could be making a kayak that you might use out on the Tittabawassee River if you like to kayak. We get into polyurethane materials, which are the cushions that we're sitting on, insulation for homes, cold storage, that kind of applications. Silicones, which are big. Silicones for glass glazing. If you think about a skyscraper, all that architectural glass is held into the structure with silicones. And one of the reasons silicones is so popular is the wide temperature range that's used. Silicones in electric vehicles for a lot of the electronics.
So, as a material sciences company now, do you make any of the old products, bleaches and things of that nature? Or is that moved over?
We don't. We make a little bit of chlorine for some of our internal processes to make other materials, but we got out of the merchant business. Olin Corporation bought that business a few years back. We actually got out of bleach many years ago under Mr. Dow's leadership. It was just a very difficult market to be in, and other consumer brand owners bought that business. And over the years, as you know, we've spun out a lot of companies. Trinseo, Olin has the caustic and chlorine business. Corteva, obviously, the ag business is spun out of Dow DuPont.
So that's, that was the next question, of course. I can remember chatting with you a few years ago. The breakup of the Dow DuPont had just occurred. And that was before the pandemic hit. Everybody was ready to go, and then the pandemic comes along. How has the split worked for Dow? Are you as strong a company today or stronger than you were when you were unified with DuPont?
2021 was a record year in any shape of the Dow Chemical Company. So we had record sales and record earnings in 2021. And I think it's because of the focus that we have on the business. 70% of the products that we sell end up in a consumer good that you might buy every day, and about 30% go to industrial solutions, which help manufacture a lot of those goods or the raw materials that go into making them. And that focus has been very helpful for us. Ag business is a very different business. To develop a new ag product for farm treatment takes 10 or 11 years, a lot of regulatory approvals, a lot goes into that. We develop new products for consumer brand companies in a matter of months. So it's a different time frame, a lot of different things that consumers want. You've got to be fast to be able to react to that.
Do you come up with the products and then try and sell the solution to industry, or does industry come to you and say, we need X, Y, Z to do this?
It works both ways. Sometimes in the process of innovation, you come up with something that is just phenomenal. You figure out how to make a new structure or a new product, and maybe you figure out how to make it strong and half the weight, or you might figure out how to make it at half the cost. And those are big breakthroughs that the world might not necessarily know about, and you take those out to them. But a lot of times it comes through partnership. So you mentioned the Pro-Am tomorrow. Tonight we'll have over 100 of our closest customers from all over the world will be here with us. And we do a lot together with them. So we develop things like with Under Armour, we develop shoe soles for tennis shoes. So Steph Curry's Curry Flow 8s were developed by us. Really a unique kind of shoe sole. We work with a lot of shoe manufacturers, automobile manufacturers, and tier 1 and 2 OEMs. We work with them a lot to meet the specs that are needed. Work with them a lot on advancements for batteries for EVs. not so much making the battery, but to make an EV battery, you've got to seal it up. You've got to protect it from environmental issues and, the outside world.
Got to take a break, but let me ask you one question about that. Are we ever going to get to the point where we can recycle those batteries?
Yeah, there's a lot of work going on right now for end of life for batteries and also for consumer electronic materials. And I think the fact that there will not be enough precious metals to be able to make them from this virgin product is going to drive a lot of recycling.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're talking to Jim Fitterling. He is the chairman and CEO of Dow. And we will be back with more here at the Midland Country Club, where the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, the LPGA event, gets underway today with practice rounds, Pro-Am tomorrow, and then the actual tournament itself Wednesday through Saturday. More on that and more on golf with Jim, too, when we return here on the Art Lewis Show.
It is the fundamental right of parents to direct the education of their children, unquote. That's the state law. And Representative Annette Glenn sponsored a bill to require posting that right in school offices and board meetings. Fighting for parents. Paid for by Annette Glenn for State Senate.
Hometown feel and big-time winning. That's Saginaw Eagles Landing, the place where everyone greets you with smile after smile. In the casino, at the restaurants, or in the hotel. This is a getaway that makes you feel right at home. We've got hundreds of slots, great food, and a comfy place to stay. So come on in and see what the good times are all about. Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit saginaw-eagleslanding.com for complete rules and details.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Hey, hot dogs, sausages. Maybe instead of using a stadium vendor to feed the office, we should have just ordered through Easy Cater.
I got nachos here. Nachos?
Yeah, right here. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was fun at first, but it is kind of disruptive.
Cheesesteak here. Who wants a cheesesteak?
Over here.
Coming at you.
Oh, right in the face.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The stock market is facing a week with updates on inflation and corporate earnings. PepsiCo, Delta Airlines, and big banks will be updating investors on their businesses. Even if earnings are disappointing, some analysts are not anticipating stocks to slump because of how far they have retreated this year. Twitter shares are continuing to lose ground after Elon Musk said he is terminating his deal to buy the company. Multiple reports say Twitter has hired a legal team to sue Musk. Tesla shares are higher. Investors were concerned the Twitter purchase would be a distraction from running the electric car company. Wynn Resorts and Las Vegas Sands shares are lower. They have casinos in Macau, which has closed almost all businesses to contain a COVID outbreak. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 and 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with
ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
Softly into center, coming in Green. He's going to lay out and make the catch. Riley Green flies through the air again.
The Tigers play 1:50 today on 790 News Radio WSGW.
And we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show. Coming to you from Midland Country Club, home of the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you this, since you told me before we started the show. There's been an extension announced today.
That's right. We just announced that we will extend for 5 more years, and we'll take the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational through 2029 here at the Midland Country Club. So thanks to Midland Country Club and all their members for hosting us here, and to the LPGA for being such a great partner.
So those of us on the steering committee have to readjust our calendars for that 5 years, is that right?
Exactly. You'll have a great week of activities here in Midland for the foreseeable future.
And a great year planning those activities too.
It is a lot of great work. Chris Chandler and his team, Shelley Berlin, they really do a yeoman's work to pull this all together.
So I've asked you this every year. Why golf? Why did Dow get involved in the golf game?
Sports has always been a big part of the company. We do a lot of business in the world of sports. I think that attracts us. Sports is about competition, and we wanted to do something a little bit unique. And so we worked with the LPGA to come up with the first team event in women's golf. Women's golf has been around for a long time, but didn't have a team event. And, teamwork is an incredible, important part of what we do every day with our customers and also internally just to create the products that we make. It's really a showcase for us. It's a showcase of a lot of things, not just sports and competition, but it's a chance for us to showcase diversity and inclusion, science, technology, engineering, and math. When people come to the tournament this week, they'll see a lot of that. Sustainability, which is an important part of our strategy. So we do a lot of work with the tournament to make it sustainable and to get certifications and awards for that, which parallel what we do in everyday life in our business.
Matter of fact, you were the first to get the sustainability in the first tournament and the first LPGA event now to get zero carbon footprint.
That's right. We worked together with the LPGA. In fact, we are the sustainability partner for the LPGA and the Ladies European Tour. And so what we do is we help not only this event, but we help them and other sponsors to be able to make the entire tour more sustainable.
All right, let's talk about probably the most important part of this for Dow is you have to have employees in the future. And in order to have employees in the future, they have to be well educated and trained in STEM. And that has become a big part of this, hasn't it?
It is. And it is a big part of it this week. It has been since the beginning. During COVID, we were not able to have the STEM Center, but it is back this year. And today and tomorrow, before the tournament officially starts on Wednesday, we will bring approximately 1,200 students through the STEM Center, and also the National Association of Manufacturers has brought an immersive experience here called Creators Wanted, which gives students a glimpse into what modern manufacturing is like. And it's a hands-on series of escape rooms and other things that they go through where they learn a little bit about modern manufacturing. They can go to the STEM Center and they'll learn a little bit more there about chemistry and physics and some of the science behind sports. So we use sports as a way to kind of talk to them about things like aerodynamics and friction and what happens, with the physics of the golf ball or a baseball. So they can do that hands-on. And when you bring the kids out this week, when they come in the front entrance, they'll get, if they go to Creators Wanted or they go to the STEM Center, they'll get a little passport. And if they go to the STEM Center, Creators Wanted, and also the Covenant Healthcare kids area, they get those 3 stamps and come back to Creators Wanted, they'll get a free T-shirt for the week. So we've tried to make it very community and family oriented.
Yeah, we're not talking about a small event either. You're expecting over 1,000 kids.
For sure. I expect that many Monday and Tuesday. And then when we open the gates, I bet we'll have that same number through the week. We'll have Thursday is employee day here. I know for sure we'll have more than 3,500 Dow employees here, and they'll all bring their families. So there'll be a lot of kids that go through then.
All right, let's talk about some of those other words. You talked about sustainability, and that's been a driving force at Dow for quite some time now, hasn't it? Not just at the golf tournament.
It has been since the very beginning. I mentioned at the very outset of the program, to make chlorine out of brine, you needed a lot of electricity. Mr. Dow was one of the original patent holders, along with George Westinghouse, for cogeneration, which was the cogeneration of steam and electricity. And it was still is one of the leading efficiencies in manufacturing from a cost standpoint.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons given when they first started to build the Midland nuclear plant. It was going to be a cogeneration facility.
Right. Well, we use a lot of electricity, but we also use a lot of steam, and we need just as much process heat as we need electricity. So that steam helps us deliver that. And I think most big industry like Dow, the utility industry, petrochemicals, cement, steel making, aluminum, glass making, they're all energy intensive industries, and they've got challenges. Our big challenges are around decarbonizing the footprint of the company. So how do we get the CO2 emissions down and still make the things that we make and make them affordably? And also around closing the loop on plastics, both designing for recycling and helping make sure that there's not plastic waste going into the environment.
You anticipated my next question, and that was, being a large manufacturer of plastics as you are, have we made strides in recycling that material so not all of it ends up in the landfill anymore?
Yeah, we are making strides. North America, the United States in particular, is lagging in the amount of recycle. Europe is pretty advanced. About 35% of all plastics get recycled in Europe. In some countries, if you count waste to energy, which most NGOs do not like to count because it's just combusting the waste, right? Mm-hmm. But in Japan, for example, 86% recycle. In reality, what we need to do is get access to curbside recycling to more people in the United States. So we work with partners like the Recycling Partnership to bring more curbside recycling to major cities and small towns, and then take that plastic waste and convert it back into packaging materials.
And so therein is the other shoe, does it fit? You have to have a market when you recycle. Is that market there?
It is there. Most of our brand owners, and we work with all major brand owners, consumer brand owners, have targets for 30% post-consumer recycled material in their packaging materials by 2030. That's a huge demand pull that was not there 3 or 4 years ago. So that's driving a lot of investment. Last year, more than $8 billion were invested in the United States in advanced recycling facilities, and you're going to see that number just drive north.
And some would say to you, but wait a minute, that competes with what you're doing. You're manufacturing new plastics and plastic materials, and now you're working hard to lose 35% of your marketplace.
Well, think about it this way. To be able to make that packaging material, I have to start with natural gas and convert that into plastics. So one of the things I said to the team here is by 2050, I think we need to be using recycled material for half of our feedstock, not virgin material. It's a different way of thinking about it. It's easy to say, well, that's more expensive than what we do today. Yes, it is. but it's more environmentally friendly. And what we have to do is we have to get in there and figure out how to make it less costly. And to do that requires innovation and investment in technology.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're talking to Jim Fitterling. He is the chairman and CEO of Dow, and we thank him for joining us this morning here at the Midland Country Club, where the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, the third edition, gets underway this week, Wednesday through Saturday. The pros will be in competition. Today, practice rounds, and tomorrow, the Pro-Am takes place. And Wednesday, we should point out, by the way, the gates open Wednesday, and it is a free day here at the Dow. No charge to get in. We'll tell you more about that when we come back here on the Art Lewis Show from the Midland Country Club. Let me talk to you about my friends at Thalen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bay City. If you're thinking about buying a new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram truck, you owe it to yourself to go online to thinkthalen.com, where you can complete about 80% of the purchase online. You still eventually have to come in and sign the paperwork and all that, but most of the purchase you can do online. Thalen has new vehicles arriving all the time, and make sure you put your name on one of them. And also don't forget, if you're looking to move up to a newer pre-owned car or truck, the Thalen Auto Group on North Euclid Avenue in Bay City has pre-owned and inspected vehicles from all of the large Thalen dealerships in one place, offering you one of the largest inventories in the Great Lakes Bay region. Sit down with a Thalen representative, strike your best deal, and drive it away today. The Thalen Auto Group on North Euclid Avenue in Bay City. That family's been serving your automotive needs for 45 years. Stop in today or visit them online at thinkthalen.com. And we'll be back here at the Midland Country Club after these notes.
Hi, this is Jessica. Do you currently have an auto lease coming due? Have you been thinking about whether or not you should keep your current lease vehicle and are worried about current dealership inventory? Don't let the thought of searching for a new car stress you out. United Financial is here to help you. You can take advantage of our auto lease buyout loan and continue driving your current vehicle. Plus, enjoy 90 days of no payments, low rates, and a gas card when you finance your current leased vehicle with United Financial Credit Union. See how we put you first at United Financial? And contact us today to learn more, and we can keep you on the road in your current vehicle.
Some restrictions may apply. See Credit Union for details. Federally insured by the NCUA.
We're where you work, where you live. United Financial Credit Union. Serving the Valley community.
For over 20 years, you have known Sunrise Awnings as the home of the shady deal. Living in Michigan, we are always looking for ways to spend more time outdoors, especially now. Sunrise Awnings provides homeowners that opportunity to expand their living space with Sunsetter or Summer Space Awnings. Enjoy family and friends, protected from the sun, rain, and heat. Call Sunrise Awnings today to take advantage of that outdoor lifestyle you enjoy. Check us out at sunriseawnings.net. Get the most out of your patio and deck with a retractable awning from Sunrise Awnings.
At the United States Postal Service, we deliver with advanced technology and equipment so we can reach over 160 million addresses across the country. We're delivering for thinkers, doers, movers, shakers, groundbreakers, future makers, innovators, trailblazers, disruptors, streamers, dreamers. So no matter what business you're in, we'll always be delivering for you. USPS, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/delivering.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital. Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com. I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robbins show, what's the craziest thing someone said over the weekend? And it's only a 3-hour show. I don't think we got time. Overtime.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW. From the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios. You are listening to 100.5 and 790 WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show from the Midland Country Club, where the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational Golf Tournament takes place this week. And we're talking to Jim Fitterling, who is the chairman and CEO of Dow, about this tournament and other things too. But let's take a look at the tournament specifics. Particularly, I mentioned before the break Wednesday, you folks have decided no charge. Come on out.
Wednesday is birthday celebration day. We'll celebrate Dow's 125th birthday, so it's free admission to the public, and you'll get a lunch voucher when you come through the gates. The first 5,000 people through the gates will also get some Dow 125th anniversary giveaway, so there'll be a little swag bag for them.
Swag bag. And I also just want to mention briefly that some of the announcements on player participation have been startling. Annika Sorenstam.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, we're really honored to have her here. One of the LPGA Hall of Famers, and undoubtedly one of the best golfers ever on the LPGA
72
tour.
wins.
Yeah, incredible. And former Solheim Cup captain, and just done a number of fantastic things. We've got a great field. We've got a lot of the top money winners on tour. We've got Annika's paired up with Madeline Sagstrom, who is playing really well. Lexi Thompson and Brittany Altamar. Lexi has I can't tell you how many number 2 finishes she's had this year, but she's been very strong. We've got both of our defending champions from 2019 and 2021. The Jutanagarn sisters from Thailand won last year. They're sponsored by Siam Cement Group, who is one of our longtime joint venture partners in Thailand. So kind of an interesting combination of events there. Just a great field. We've got our Dow ambassadors back, Maria Fossey, who is teamed up with Stacy Lewis, and also Catherine Kirk, who's teamed up with Amy Olson. You will see Suzanne Pedersen around the course this week. She's probably out today at Curry Golf Range at the clinic that we're having with the First Tee of Eastern Michigan. And she'll be around here for the Inclusion Summit and the Sustainability Summit this week. You'll see her on course also on Friday when we have is it Friday or Saturday that we have the Special Olympics 3-hole challenge? Friday. And the Special Olympics participants will play the 16th, 17th, and 18th holes, the Island Green. And Suzanne will be here, and also Corey Pavin, former U.S. Open champion and Ryder Cup captain himself, will be out here with the kids when they're coming through.
Yeah, great events, to say the least. All right, I'm going to drag you screaming and yelling through the next segment.
Okay.
And then I know you have to go. But we are talking to Jim Fitterling, and we will be back with more on the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW.
Why can't Michigan students be the best educated in the world? Why can't the state that put the world on wheels have the best roads? Why can't Michigan be the manufacturing capital of the United States? I believe we can. My name is Tim Kelly, and as state representative, I cut through Lansing regulations every day. Now I'm running for state senate, and I'm primed to get our state back on track. Michigan has been held back by Lansing's red tape for far too long. Let's give Michigan a chance again. Paid for by Tim Kelly for state senate.
Thinking about replacing your bathtub with a walk-in shower? Whether you want to make your bathroom safer or have a large spa shower with body sprays and an overhead rain shower, the experts at Reamer Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning can help. Tired of cleaning moldy caulk? They have a replacement shower that doesn't require caulk. Reamer even designs custom tile showers to fit your style. Looking for body pampering shower heads and handheld showers? They have hundreds to choose from. Need a seat in the shower? They have several custom and built built-in seats available. Visit the showroom and experience their professional and knowledgeable help. Free estimates and a wide range of products to fit any budget. They are experts with years of experience. Reamer Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is celebrating 65 years of serving their clients locally and throughout the state of Michigan. Visit reamerplumbing.com and like them on Facebook for daily tips and discounts.
Any way you spell it, Reamer means quality.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift. The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The WSGW Morning Team Show.
WSGW online poll. Are you outdoors or are you indoors during the summer? It is summertime, a great time to be outdoors. Or is it? As a survey that we had recently showed, 53% of people don't enjoy being outdoors in the summer, preferring to stay indoors in air-conditioned comfort. Some of the reasons they think that summer can be a bummer is from feeling sweaty, dealing with bugs, to suffering sunburn. Others say that those reasons can be dealt with and are relatively minor inconveniences for the chance to be outside. So the poll question is simple. Would you rather spend your time indoors or outdoors during summer? You can answer indoors, you can answer outdoors, you can answer about the same. I'm not going to give you the I'm not sure answer. If you cannot be sure of whether you'd be indoors or outdoors, then you've got a problem. Head to WSW.com, scroll down the homepage, find the poll box, and please vote.
The Morning Team Show. Weekdays 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW for the Midland Country Club, home of the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, the LPGA event that gets underway officially Wednesday with opening ceremonies at 7:45 in the morning, bright and early. Look forward to seeing you there, Jim.
I will be there bright and early. I'll probably be here before 7:45.
I know I will too. So, yeah, undoubtedly. No doubt about it. I want to talk in the waning moments here about a couple of things that I know near and dear to you and to the company. You mentioned the fact there's going to be a sustainability summit, and we talked about that. There is also an inclusion and diversity summit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, SOAR is the name of the Inclusion and Diversity Summit. We invite our partners that are part of the tournament. We invite, if we have customers in town that want to participate, they'll be there, community leaders and people that we work with in the community. And there'll be a wide range of business leaders, government officials, different people who will be on stage talking about their diversity and inclusion experiences, what they're doing with their companies, and why it's so important as part of their strategy. And it's a big part of our strategy. Our ambition that I put together when I took over from Dow and we spun it out of Dow DuPont was to create the most innovative, customer-centric, inclusive, and sustainable material science company in the world. And people always say, well, why inclusive? And in my mind, it's hard to be innovative if you're not inclusive. If everybody's the same and looks the same and thinks the same, you don't get the diversity of thought and the diversity of perspectives that you need to really be creative. And by creating the right environment, which starts with inclusion, you make yourself accessible not only to more employees, but also to more customers and more partners.
Good ideas don't know race, color, creed, religion. Good ideas are good ideas.
Right. And we've had a great history at Dow of a tremendous amount of geographic diversity. I mean, we manufacture in over 30 countries. We do business in 106. We've never really let that hold us back. And so now we want to expand that, a focus on women in what was predominantly a manufacturing environment that was a male-dominated environment. But the focus on women is not new. I mean, even Mr. Dow had a focus on women in the workforce. At that time, they worked primarily in the laboratories and research and development. In today's manufacturing world, we bring more women into manufacturing, into supply chain logistics, in addition to the places where you would normally think you would find women in the workforce, like the commercial organization, finance, accounting, human resources.
Until some retirements. I mean, if I remember right, not more than a year ago, of your top 8 executives, 4 were women, weren't they? I think it was
That's
something
right.
like that.
Yeah, I would like to be able to get to parity, 50-50, male, female, in the leadership circle of the company. So that's a goal that we have, and we're trying to drive to that. We're trying to get representation up in the company. We have a little more than 29% women in the company today. We'd like to drive that north of 30%. I think it will be hard to get to 50 with the numbers that we have in manufacturing, but we're pushing very hard to create more opportunities. In fact, John Sampson, who is head of manufacturing and engineering, will be on stage with Carolyn Lee, who is the head of the Manufacturing Institute, which is part of the National Association of Manufacturers, talking about a program that we support, which will encourage more women in manufacturing.
And more women are going into engineering, sciences.
They
every
are.
day.
They are. We're seeing more graduates going in. Unfortunately, we're also seeing less enrollment in colleges and community colleges. So we have a challenge. We need more students to go into science, technology, and engineering and math, and we need more women in those spaces. And remember, we compete with other industries. So women might come out with a chemical engineering degree and decide to go into the pharmaceutical industry, or they might decide to go into another field. But you can work in so many fields here at Dow. You could be in research, you could be working in environmental engineering, anything to do with how we operate our plants, water treatment and sustainability, wastewater, the work we're doing on decarbonization. These are things that young people are very passionate about, and they don't always think that Dow is maybe a place where they can do that. Digital, we have a digital e-commerce platform that does $1 billion a month. That's bigger than some consumer companies' digital platforms, and it runs like Amazon experience online, and so we do that kind of work here in Dow.
All right, last question before I let you go, because I know you have other things to do. But, we're in a strange time economically right now. We have inflation. We have the world problem with Russia, Ukraine. What's 2022, maybe 2023 look like for Dow?
Business so far this year has been good. Demand has been good. The consumer is starting to be a little more cautious, I think, as we go into third quarter and fourth quarter, because high energy prices have hit them in a number of ways.
Yeah.
And that was not a demand issue. That was really a supply issue. You can't constrain the supply of energy at the same time that you're coming back from COVID pandemic and you're trying to deal with the pent-up demand. So we need some smart energy policy to help us. I think financially, the Fed's trying to navigate a soft landing. The United States will do better than other parts of the world. Europe has a real energy challenge, and we're working hard to do what we can to help there. Asia, I think, as China comes out of these COVID lockdown policies, we'll see a rebound like we saw when we came out of COVID lockdown policies.
Yeah. Well, Jim, we wish you well with the tournament, of course, this week. Congratulations on 125. And more than that, congratulations on just being you.
Oh,
it's a pleasure
thanks,
to know
Art.
you. Pleasure to talk to you.
It's always good to talk to you. I'd like to thank you again for being here. I'd like to invite everybody out. Wednesday's free, as you mentioned. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can get tickets at dowglbi.com. They're $10 for general admission, and you have a lot of great seating for general admission. Parking is at Dow Diamond. We don't have a lot of space for parking here, so if you park at Dow Diamond, you can take the shuttle right to the front entrance, and it'll take you right back.
Yep.
If you want to buy an improved ticket, there's the Eat Great Hospitality Trail, which gets you unlimited food at the Eat Great facilities around the course. Those are $45. Kids get in free with a paid adult. And so dowglbi.com has all the details. I hope we see you out here. It's great fun for the whole family. I know you'll enjoy it, and the LPGA players are as approachable as anybody that you've ever met.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Art. Great to see you.
Talk to you again. Jim Fitterling, he is the chairman and CEO of Dow.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. Ricky LeBlanc, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Admitted in Massachusetts only. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. Members, Paul J. Morgan, Winter Park, Florida. Nick Nicewander, Florence, Kentucky. Rich Grabo, 970 Farmington Avenue, West Hartford, Connecticut. 860-904-7789. Michael Bo Gonzalez, admitted Louisiana. Filing number LA-22-13614. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other attorneys. I am a paid non-attorney spokesperson. Attention U.S. Marines. Veterans were exposed to toxic chemicals in the drinking water on Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987. Exposure to these chemicals increased the risk for cancer, birth defects, and other serious health problems. If you or a loved one were exposed to contaminated water on Camp Lejeune, you may be entitled to compensation. A new law gives legal rights to those harmed. It is not too late to take action. Call Sokolov Law now for a free legal consultation at 1-800-397-8100. 1-800-397-8100. 1-800-397-8100.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
No need to fill the tank. There's plenty of summer fun right around the corner. The Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission and WSGW invite you to join in the fun as Saginaw celebrates summer. Presented by Hemlock Semiconductor. Concerts, movies, festivals, and much more taking place throughout downtown Saginaw and the riverfront area. There's something for everyone. For a complete list of events and activities, visit artsaginaw.org. And for daily updates on all the excitement, keep listening to WSGW.
It is time for the WSGW Winvitational. This year, including a 4-person scramble at the sawmill, 3 closest to the pin contests, and $10,000 hole-in-one contests. The WSGW Winvitational is presented by Westside Decorating Center and powered by Branham's Jewelry. On Tuesday, August 16th, golfers will compete for fun and prizes at the Sawmill Golf Club. Golfers can purchase entries or win a foursome by participating in closest to the pin contests powered by Sarah Automotive of Saginaw. 3 separate closest to the pin contests will be held during the WSGW Morning Team Show on July 19th, 26th, and August 2nd. Each contest, listeners will be invited to stop by between 5:30 and 9 a.m. and take 3 swings at the pin. At the end of the contest, the golfer closest to the pin wins a foursome into the scramble at the Sawmill on August 16th. Plus, each closest to the pin contest will include the $10,000 hole-in-one presented by Buck Insurance in Freeland. All the details available for you online at WSGW.com.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. A French pharmaceutical company wants to make it easier for women to get birth control after the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. It's asking the FDA for permission to sell its birth control pill over the counter in the U.S. Kelly Blanchard heads a nonprofit that operates the Free the Pill Coalition.
Having a doctor, finding a doctor, getting an appointment, the cost of that visit, the cost of the travel, finding childcare, all of those logistics. And those barriers fall heavier on people who are working to make ends meet.
Birth control pills are already available without a prescription in many other parts of the world. Temperatures in parts of Louisiana and Texas are expected to top 100 today. Forecasters put the high for Houston at 101, but grid operator ERCOT is urging people to turn up the AC and wait to run the dishwasher until after 8 p.m. Houston City spokeswoman Mary Benton expects things to get even worse.
As we go into the work week, when a lot of people are going to be in their offices and also working at home, the state is asking people to conserve energy, and there is a concern about rolling blackouts or just power outages.
ERCOT says calm winds are partly to blame for less power production. Firefighters at Yosemite are desperately trying to save the stately sequoias that have stood at the southern corner of the park for thousands of years.
I'm standing right in front of the grizzly giant, which is arguably one of the most famous trees on Earth, and we've got a sprinkler system set up, and we're trying to give it some preventative first aid, really.
A raging wildfire there has doubled in size in a day. A former White House aide has had a change of heart about testifying before lawmakers investigating the January 6th attack. Correspondent Scott McFarland is on Capitol Hill.
Former Trump aide Steve Bannon says he's now open to testifying at a public hearing. In a letter this weekend, former President Trump says he's released Bannon from executive privilege to do so and slammed the committee as political thugs and hacks.
There's a new warning about the dangers of family outings to trampoline parks. Correspondent Meg Oliver.
CBS News has confirmed at least 6 people have died from trampoline park injuries across the country since 2012. That number could be higher because confidentiality agreements stop them from speaking out or reporting it to the Consumer Product Safety Commission.
In Spain, 3 people were gored, including a 25-year-old from Sunrise, Florida, at the running of the bulls in Pamplona. TV images show the American being gored in the calf in the ring. Regional government officials say he's expected to be okay. Dow down 135. This is CBS News.
Find great hires fast with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Why do I fly out of MBS Airport? Because the stress-free experience on the ground makes for a more enjoyable experience up here.
Eagle Test, this is Bravo. I'm going to do some barrel rolls and other cool stuff.
Whoa, what a dream. Even a business trip's exciting. And with services through Delta and United Airlines, you'll feel upgraded as soon as you walk through their doors. Book your flight today at mbsairport.org.
They had a look, an attitude, and a sound like no other. Sure, they were born in Jersey, but they were made in America.
Working my way back to you, babe.
Jersey Boys coming to the Dow Event Center Monday, July 25th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. That's 800-401-6681.
Live from From the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Partly cloudy skies and 75 degrees at 10:05. Good morning. I'm Mike Burchup. One of the 4 Republican candidates running for the 35th District State Senate nomination in the August primary has pulled out of the League of Women Voters candidate forum scheduled for tonight. Tim Kelly says he's decided not to attend because he objects to the League of Women Voters partnering with the organization Voters Not Politicians in collecting signatures for Promote the Vote 2022. Kelly said the petition is to codify election reforms that have failed at the federal level and are championed by Democrats. He says he hoped other candidates would follow suit and not attend. Tonight's forum will be broadcast live from the MCTV studios in Midland at 7 p.m. The Saginaw Valley State University track and field athlete competed internationally this past weekend following major wins in the NCAA Division II. In May, Essexville native and Garber High School alum Cheyenne Williamson won her second straight pentathlon title, setting a new record by becoming the first female in NCAA Division II history to surpass 4,200 points in indoor track and field. Williamson joined Team USA to compete in the USATF's 27th annual Jim Thorpe Cup, an annual heptathlon matchup between the U.S. and Germany. She finished 13th in the event with a score of 5,262 points. Sherry Hawkins of Team USA won the event with 6,152 points. WSGW News Time 10:07.
Join the Great Lakes News July 28th for Office Professionals Night with Kate Flannery, Meredith Palmer from The Office.
I've had 2 men fight over me before. Usually it's over which one gets to hold the camcorder.
Meredith will be available for autographs and selfies during the game. It's a Thirsty Thursday.
2 packs of Splenda.
Call it a Wineberry. With half-off beer all night long.
Oh my God!
We'll wrap up the night with a fireworks loon-tacular. Tickets are selling fast at loons.com. Meredith from The Office, July 28th.
Damn it, Meredith, where are your aunties? It's casual day.
Dive in! It's Loons baseball time!
Introducing a special first time ever. Change your life in an instant ticket. $300 million diamond riches from the Michigan Lottery. A $50 instant game. 50 years in the making with over $300 million in total prizes. The richest ever. Top prizes of $6 million. The highest ever. And 50 chances to win on every ticket. The most ever. We're celebrating 50 years in an epic way. Play Diamond Riches from the Michigan Lottery. For fun. For schools. For 50 years. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
WSGW News Time 10:08. The weather forecast is coming up. A 26-year-old man has been charged with buying a gun that police say a 19-year-old later used to fatally shoot a Detroit police officer. The U.S. Attorney in Detroit says the Detroit man is charged with making a false statement in the acquisition of the firearm. He appeared in federal court and is being held until a detention hearing Tuesday. Detroit Police Chief James White says Officer Lauren Quartz died after the 40-year-old and his partner were ambushed while responding to a call about shots fired at Joy Road and Marlow Street last Wednesday night. Another officer fatally shot the alleged gunman. A GoFundMe account has been set up to help the family of Quartz and has raised more than $62,000. The money raised will help Quartz's wife and 2 children. The Detroit Public Safety Foundation is also accepting donations to help the family. The auto industry is facing yet another new potential disruption. Here are details from AutoBeat reporter Jeff Gilbert.
Labor problems could be brewing at 29 West Coast ports where workers have been on the job without a contract for about a week. That includes the busiest port in the Western Hemisphere, the Port of Los Angeles. No strike has been threatened, but lots of vehicles and parts go through those ports, which have already been feeling a strain. It's one more issue on the plate for an auto industry that's dealt with computer chip shortages, COVID, and a myriad of other issues. Jeff Gilbert, the Michigan News Network.
The largest Mega Millions jackpot is almost 14 months will be offered Tuesday. An estimated $440 million is up for grabs after no one matched all 6 numbers last Friday. The jackpot will be the 11th largest in the history of the game. And in case you are wondering what the cash option would be, it's $247.8 million. The last time someone won the jackpot was on April 15th. A Davison couple vacationing in the UP found themselves stranded in the wilderness for 15 hours. Joanne and Carl Metcalf's car was stuck in sand not once but twice. After getting unstuck by digging out their vehicle using kitty litter scoops, they decided to turn around and head back to the motel only to get stuck again. They were unable to free the car a second time. Border Patrol agents found the couple more than 15 hours after they set out for the shores of Lake Superior. WSGW News Time 1010. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW weatherology forecast. Few spotty rain showers early today, otherwise partial sunshine develops, a high in the upper 80s. Breezy southwest winds around 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30. Then for tonight, a chance for showers and thunderstorms, cloudy skies, a low near 66. Tuesday, a slight chance for rain showers here late, partial sunshine develops, a high around 82. Then on Wednesday, a slight chance for rain late, blend of clouds and sunshine develops, a high around 78. Thursday, mostly sunny, high around 80 degrees. Then by Friday, mostly sunny skies, a high of 86. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Vujcicki with the WSGW weatherology forecast. Currently, it's 74.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com.
Good morning to you and welcome back. Welcome back to hour number 2 of the Art Lewis Show. On the road today to the beautiful Midland Country Club on an absolutely gorgeous morning where the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, its third iteration, takes place this week. The young women are here practicing today, Pro-Am tomorrow, and then the official tournament starts beginning with opening ceremonies at 7:45 Wednesday morning. I'm going to talk more about it this hour with a couple of folks. We start out talking to the executive director of the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, and we say good morning to Chris Chandler.
Good morning, Art.
Hey,
it's
good morning,
always a pleasure seeing you and being here.
Now, I've watched you run this thing, and you look so calm. How do you do that?
I don't know. Maybe it's just my nature, but there's definitely a million things going on inside my head and keeping track of everything. But at this point, the teams have been doing a ton of planning, and we've got a full-time team of 6 people that do and plan this, all year long. And
from Outlier.
From Outlier. So, the teams are ready. It's here. It's just all the little details now and, the fun.
Well, being a member of the steering committee, I watch how much planning goes into this and how much it takes. And it always amazes me. It absolutely amazes me the way things come together. It's like juggling 10 balls at once in the air and trying to not drop any of them.
Yeah, you gotta, that's why we hired Outlier. But you got to be an event management professional for sure. I mean, this is a big time event. They host 34 of these events around the world, and we want to make sure that we showcase the region here as best we can, and make sure the players have a great time. Make sure the folks from Golf Channel that come in have a good time. Make sure the fans have a great experience. So, we work intentionally with the team on an experience plan for all of those different parts and guests of the event. And, hopefully we've built something here pretty special. The players tell us they love coming, which is great.
And
so
we were talking to Jim Fitterling last hour about it. I mean, the fact is, the first year of this tournament, 2019, you were the tournament of the year for the LPGA. From that, you became their sustainability partner, where you now teach others how to do what you do. And this is only the third tournament.
Yes. Yeah, I know. We, hey, that's kind of our motto at Dow, right? Is going all in. And, even our founder, we're celebrating this year, 125th anniversary, which is just amazing in and of itself. And, our founder, Herbert H. Dow, said 125 years ago, he said, if you can't do it better, why do it?
Yeah.
And I think that's just kind of the motto of everybody at Dow, is we're always looking to kind of be a leader and wanting to do things. And honestly, I think it's part of our nature just to not only be a leader, but to help others. And, that's part of the mission of our company, right? Is to make the world a better place. So.
And you've been there a while. You've been through different leaderships. Have you ever worked for anybody like Jim Fitterling? He has changed the culture of the company, hasn't he?
He's fantastic for sure. I mean, obviously, an amazing leader, an amazing person on the inside, and comes from humble beginnings, growing up on the farm. And he brings that leadership that a lot of people really latch onto and appreciate and follow. And it's really easy to follow him as a leader.
All right. And in talking to him, we talked about an awful lot of things about this golf, but we forgot one. And we're going to make that right now because it's a very important one. Veterans are an important part of the audience here, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. We do a lot of great things for all lot of people, but veterans is definitely one of the special groups that we like to invite out this week. Any veteran, past or present, anybody serving presently gets in free all week. All you got to do is show up at the front gate, show your military ID. We'll let you in free with a guest. And they've got this awesome hospitality structure that we've built over to the left of 11 Green. We actually serve all of them a free lunch as well as part of that. And we've got the Austin Dillon race car there where we've got 1,900 Dow vet names on the car. So it's just a really nice atmosphere there. And we just want to appreciate and thank, obviously, the service that they've provided for our country.
Yeah. And it's been from the beginning. I mean, this is an amazing tournament. When you think about it, you guys came into this creating something out of nothing. And to do what you've done and bring it to where it is, the first year of the tournament, the then president of the LPGA, a gal whose name I can't remember now, was with me in the first tee starter tent for the first day because she was reminding the teams of the rules because they hadn't played this format before. But during the breaks between the tee-offs, I was talking to her and I said, well, what do you think? She said, this is unbelievable. She said, this is being run like it's 5-6 years old already. And she was impressed. And I figured, well, if she's impressed, the LPGA is impressed, the players are impressed, the world's impressed. It really has worked out, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's it's been an awesome first 3 years, and that was part of that was my job in the beginning, was to kind of figure out what do we need to make this happen. And one of the very first things that we did was we went around to as many golf tournaments around the country and world as we could to listen and learn. And I talked to thousands of people.
What a tough job.
Yeah. But it was all in vain of, trying to figure out what do we like? What's successful at golf tournaments? What's not? How do you engage the community, which was a big part that we knew that this was going to be successful only if we built this with the community and by the community. And so that was a big part of, a lot of it was kind of learning and figuring out, and it takes a lot of people, right? But, we hope that with the nonprofit programs that we do every year where, there's
we didn't talk about that either.
36 nonprofits that are a part of it this week that will get money, and, all these different angles, the volunteers, community sponsors, and making it fan friendly and affordable for people to come out with a $10 general admission ticket, kids 17 and under free. It's, the whole picture. We just, we plugged away and took these good things from this event and these good things from here. And we said, well, we don't want to do that there. And we kind of put it all together and said, hey, I think we've got a winning formula here.
Did something else this year. You put $2.5 million in the prize pot.
Yeah, this is a big part of the support that we get from our sponsorship base, is being able to continually raise the bar on the experiences that we provide out here, and in the purse and the charitable give back piece. And yeah, so to go up to 2.5 million this year, keeps us, I think we're still tied maybe for the highest purse on tour outside of the majors and the tour championship, which is another reason the ladies love coming too, right?
Look out next year. Look out.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. We're talking to Chris Chandler, the executive director of the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational from the Midland Country Club. I'm Art Lewis, and we'll be right back.
It could be the best years of your life. In retirement, you'll finally get to do what you want to do, but you have to plan for it. Start by tuning into Mindy and Nolan McIntosh of McIntosh & Associates every Sunday at noon for Wealth Michigan with The Macintoshes. Make retirement the best time of your life. Tune in Sundays at noon for Wealth Michigan with The Macintoshes. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
Hey, hot dogs, sausages. Maybe instead of using a stadium vendor to feed the office, we should have just ordered through EasyCater. I got nachos here. Nachos?
Yeah, right here. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was fun at first, but it is kind of disruptive.
Cheesesteak here. Who wants a cheesesteak? Over here. Coming at you.
Oh, right in the face.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free. And you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole in one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks lost ground at the open. Investors are waiting for Wednesday's Consumer Price Index reading on inflation and earnings season getting underway. Twitter shares dropped 6% at the open after Elon Musk said he is terminating his bid for the company. There are multiple reports saying Twitter has hired a law firm to sue Musk and plans to file a lawsuit early this week in Delaware. Tesla shares opened slightly higher. The Twitter deal was considered a distraction from Tesla. Casino stocks are under pressure. The world's biggest casino hub, Macau, closed most of its businesses because of a COVID outbreak. And Kohl's has introduced a gender-neutral clothing collection for back to school. It's also selling adaptive shoes that can be put on and taken off easily with zippers. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
The economy is heading for a total disaster. The Fed must choose between a stock market and housing market crash or hyperinflation. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to diversify your retirement savings into physical gold today. To help you get started, my friends at Birch Gold have created a free information kit on gold IRAs. To get your free copy, just text SHELTER to 989898. There's no obligation or purchase required. Again, that's SHELTER to 989898.
Research shows listeners don't like it when ads interrupt their music. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, we made this ad optional. If you want to skip this ad, remove your left earphone. Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
If you're missing this informative ad, you must love wasting your cash.
It's the easy and smart way to save.
Now it's on its head, so with that earphone was out, put it back in your head.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Softly into center, coming in Green. He's going to lay out and make the catch. Riley Green flies through the air again.
The Tigers play 1:50 today on 790 News Radio WSGW.
All right, we're back with you on the Art Lewis Show from the Midland Country Club, where the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, the LPGA event, takes place this week. We're talking to Chris Chandler, who's the executive director of the event. And I think probably we should spend a little time going through the schedule and talking about the events as they come up. So today, The pros are on the course practice rounds, right?
Yeah, practice rounds today. It is open to the public. You can come out and watch. It's actually free to get in on Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, today's mostly practice round, but also happening actually about right now is the First Tee Junior Clinic down at Curry Golf Courses just down the road here. So we've got several hundred kids going through learning about golf down there, and they're going to get some tutorials from some LPGA players down there too, which is fun.
Yeah.
And then this evening is the Pro-Am Pairings event, is the big event that'll happen here in the Diamond Club Suites on 18. So that's Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's new too. Coming here because it was off site for a while.
Yeah, in 19 we did it over at the Loons Stadium. Yeah, over at Dow Diamond, and then last year we actually did it here, and it was really a big success. And we actually have some of the players. We do a little horse race fun thing here on 18, and it was a lot of fun. So we said, you know what, let's do that again.
All right, so that's today. Then we go to tomorrow. Tomorrow's Pro-Am Day. Anything else for the public to do though tomorrow?
Tomorrow's open again to the public. Yeah, it's Pro-Am Day. There's follow the Pro-Am around. There's, we'll see a lot of guests out here actually of, the AMs, their family and friends will want to come out and watch them play with the pros, which is fun. And, we've also got some other Dow ambassadors that are out here as well. So, tomorrow, just if you're walking around watching the Pro-Am, you'll see Corey Pavin will be out here. Suzanne Pedersen will be out here. We've got Austin Dillon is playing in the Pro-Am. And then our Formula E driver, Sam Bird with the Jaguar Racing team, he'll be out here playing. So there's some, some other celebrities here as well.
A car in Formula E?
Yeah, Jaguar Racing. Yep.
Do you really?
Yep. That's been an amazing
That's
partnership
another day.
us.
We'll talk
okay.
about that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now we get to the big days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we start with Wednesday. Opening ceremony, 7:45 in the morning, folks. Be here early.
Yep.
What time do the shuttles start running? Because parking for everybody is off-site. Let's start with that. You park at the Dow Diamond, and there are shuttles.
Yeah, I think shuttles start at
6:30,
6:30, something like that. Yeah, in the morning. Download our mobile app, Dow GLBI, out there in the Play Store or App Store, and you can see all the parking, players, everything's on that mobile app. But yeah, it starts off that morning, 7:45. We'll do the national anthem. We've got some special guests coming in. Renee Powell, the second African-American to ever play on the LPGA Tour, is going to be here this year. She's doing some other special events for us. She'll be a part of that out there with Jim. We'll do some kind of ceremonial first tee shots, play the national anthem, and then the tournament's off. And remember, Wednesday,
I got to work.
Everybody gets in free on Wednesday on behalf of Dow 125 Community Celebration. And then, as you come in, we are encouraging people to grab a digital ticket online. Just go to dowglbi.com, grab that digital ticket, come on in and stop by the Dow tent right there at the admissions gate. And we're handing out free coupons at the concession stands for everybody to have free lunch on us. So we're literally feeding everybody that's coming into the tournament, which is crazy endeavor in itself.
You know, the idea is to make money with this tournament, right?
Yeah, well, we're doing okay there, but and they've got a ton of merchandise that they're giving away to the Dow 125 team. So it's just an opportunity for us to give back to the community a little bit and say, hey, let's celebrate. This is a big milestone.
And if somebody wants to know how big this tournament is, the past couple of events now, 40,000 people, something like that.
Yeah.
Been a lot of people come out.
Yeah, and honestly, ticket sales right now, we were just doing some comparing to last year. This past week, they are above where they were last year. So I'm thinking this year is going to be even bigger.
I think with the if we use a comparison, the Tiger Woods of the LPGA, Annika Sorenstam here, and particularly if they make the cut, look out Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. Having, this was really a special get.
You've been working on it a while.
we've been working on this for a few years. Yeah, for sure. But obviously Annika is one of the best all time on the LPGA Tour.
72 wins.
Unbelievable. So for her to come, she's coming in today. Hopefully she'll get a practice round maybe later this afternoon. She'll be in the Pro-Am tomorrow. So you can come out and watch that. And then, Wednesday kicks off. And I'm really hoping her and Madeline play well. Madeline's been playing really good as well this year. So, I think there's a good chance we'll see him on the weekend.
That'd be good. That'd be great for the tournament. So let's talk about Thursday, second day of the tournament. But Thursday is also a special day for Dow, isn't it?
Yeah, so Thursday traditionally, so this is our third year we've been doing this. This is our Dow Employee Experience Day. And so we actually take over the Eat Great Trail on course, which is 4 hospitality structures, all-inclusive food and beverage. And we kind of sell it out for the day just for Dow employees and do a little appreciation event. And so we've already sold out of tickets for that day. There's 3,000 of them in market, plus another 1,000 already I saw. Just general admission tickets coming that day. So that's going to be a big day. And honestly, just something really nice that we can do for our employees in this region. And, we've got quite a few traveling in to come to that event too. So,
and just, we should point out, if you cannot make it out here, but you want to see what's happening at the tournament, 4 days of televised coverage, 3 on the Golf Channel, 1 on CBS, the big one Saturday.
Yep.
And what times are they? You know offhand?
Yeah, the Saturday one is 4 to 6
yeah.
on CBS. Yeah, I think Friday is 1 to 4. Thursday is 3 to 6, and Wednesday is 3 to 6 on Golf Channel.
And because of that, the tee off times in the morning had to be adjusted a little bit to make sure everything gets in on television.
Yeah, Friday we had to do a little adjusting. We would have liked to end it a little bit past 4 o'clock, on a beautiful summer evening here in Michigan. But yeah, to get that live coverage in is really important for that TV audience. So we just moved up the tee times a little bit. So for those listening, come on in a little bit early on Friday, and yeah, be prepared that it'll end at 4.
So Friday and Saturday, they've made the cut. Those are the finals. So let's talk about tickets now. General admission?
General admission, $10. Get your tickets on dowglbi.com. Kids 17 and under get in free. We talked about the veterans getting in free all week. I talked about the Eat Great Trail. So this is 4 hospitality structures around the course with lunch and a couple beverages included. That's a $45 ticket that anybody can purchase online. Yeah, and we've got, all kinds of stuff for families and kids to do. This is way more than a golf tournament. We've got the Creators Wanted bus over here that came in, which is a partnership with, that's going to be a really fun digital kind of escape room inside that area there. We've got the STEM Center built out on course this year. The first tee will be here. Kids will be able to putt and hit stuff. We've got Autograph Alley down on 18 for kids to get autographs with players. So it's just a good time, regardless of whether you really like golf or not. It's a fun event to come out and be a part of.
And we got to talk about STEM. Again, I talked about it with Jim, but it's a very important part of this. And the STEM facility, the STEM tent, is out on the course now, where in the first year it was inside the clubhouse. It's out on the course. And expecting over 1,000 kids in the beginning to it.
Yeah.
And then more during the event.
Yeah, so it's been really nice. We've been able to partner with a bunch of local summer camps, so the Boys and Girls Clubs and the YMCAs and the community centers around the region, and we're providing transportation and busing for all these kids to come in and kind of have a field trip day at the Dow GLBI. So they get to go through the STEM Center and get hands-on learning activities with all these experiences that we have in there. And they're going to get some watch some golf. We feed them a sack lunch, and they kind of come out and have a really good time.
So, in conclusion here, why should somebody come out and see this event here at the Midland Country Club?
Well, this is a big thing for our region. This is important to support. We've now made, as you may have seen this morning, a long-term commitment with the LPGA to keep this event here through 2029. And honestly, we talk about, we hope that that the feeling in the community is that we built this with the community and for the community. And it's really the support here of people coming out and cheering on the players that will keep this going for a long time to come. I mean, this brings $12.7 million economic impact to our region here, fills all the hotels, restaurants. So this is, a really positive spotlight for our region.
Something I want to talk about, I forgot to mention this. Talk just for a minute about the charities, because there are a lot of recipients of money from this tournament.
Yeah, there's over 36 different nonprofits that will benefit this week as part of the charitable initiatives. Over $500,000 will go back to a variety of organizations. And, this program where we've paired the nonprofits up with the teams has just been really awesome, and it's engaged some nonprofits in ways that they would have otherwise come. So we give all of them tickets to come out for the week. You'll see them out here with signs and following their players, and it's just a really, again, a fun way. Instead of just giving away the money, we're trying to get them to be invested in this and come out and be a part of it and learn what this is all about.
All right, 7:45 Wednesday morning, the opening ceremony. Come on out, folks. Chris, as always, my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much, Art.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with more from the Midland Country Club here on WSGW.
Let me tell you about the Lumberjack Restaurant in West Branch. For parties big or small, if you're feeding a whole bunch of SOBs, then let the Lumberjack Restaurant take care of the grub. Mouth-watering ribs, finger-licking chicken, dangerously creamy mac and cheese. Everyone in the neighborhood will be begging for an invite. So get your axe on that fancy phone of yours and visit lumberjackcatering.com to see how you can upgrade your next event with Lumberjack Catering.
This is what camping sounds like when you have sleep apnea and struggle with CPAP. And this is what camping sounds like when you have Inspire and don't need a CPAP. If you have sleep apnea and struggle with CPAP, Inspire could work for you. Inspire works inside the body and keeps you breathing normally and sleeping peacefully. No mask, no hose, just sleep. To learn more, visit inspiresleep.com.
Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com. This week's deal on RocketGrabPlus.com is for Applied Training Solutions. You're going to get a CPO class from Applied Training Solutions for only $75. It's usually $150, but you are getting it half off. The ATS Simulation Range is a cost-effective solution for maintaining and improving your skills. Applied Training Solutions is located inside the Midland Mall. Head to RocketGrabPlus.com right now to snag your deal. RocketGrabPlus.com.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works overtime with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget is available as a concentrate or extreme reach hose end. Purchase Wet and Forget in-store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations, so you get the product you're looking for. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robin show, what's the craziest thing someone said over the weekend? And it's only a 3-hour show. I don't think we got time. Overtime.
Markley Van Camp and Robbins, weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW. The WSGW Broadcasting Studios are sponsored by the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Showroom and Design Center in Midland.
And we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show from the Midland Country Club, home of this year's Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. It's the third iteration of the tournament. And a big announcement today that Dow has signed on for another 5 years, guaranteeing the tournament here until 2029. With me right now, one of women golf's great professionals, now retired, but still a Dow ambassador. And we say good morning to Suzanne Pedersen. Suzanne, good morning to you. Whoops, I don't hear you. Why don't I hear you? Try now.
Good morning.
There we go.
There we go. Nice to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you here. You've been a Dow ambassador how long now?
You know, it goes a long way back. I think
'Cause you were playing when you first became an ambassador. Right?
Exactly. I think we go back to 2008. So my relationship with Dow has become like my second family abroad. And I think it's been very fun to see the involvement with Dow and golf and all the initiatives that Dow kind of establishes. And once they kind of go all in on something, they're literally all in. And it's very fun for me to also see the extension of the tournament here through 2029. It just shows their dedication and they're in it for the long term. And
to say nothing about a $2.5 million prize pot.
I mean, you know what? It takes a lot for an event like this to come together, and Dow obviously makes it possible. But you also need the local communities and everyone around, the volunteers around to kind of actually accomplish a tournament Monday through Sunday. So it's fun.
Let me ask about the women's tour. And comparing it to the PGA Tour, do you think the day is going to come when you're going to have parity? There's been a lot of discussion of women's sports and parity in women's sports, and soccer has, stolen a lot of those headlines this year. Do you think it's ever going to happen in women's golf?
I think we build step by step from the female side, and if we're ever going to be equal to the men's coming to golf and sports, maybe one day. But you know what? I think the ladies tour is very thankful for what we have and all the opportunities that we get. Being a professional athlete is quite. I mean, you're pretty fortunate to do what you do for a living, and you kind of get to spend all your day, every week, all year on the golf course, competing to be the best in the world. And I think we get more and more attention. But I also think we do kind of step it up in the occasions where we feel like it's right for us to speak up. And I think that's important, to raise your voice when it comes to certain topics. And
with the advent of the Golf Channel and now even major network coverage, the LPGA is getting a lot more airtime than it used to get.
I mean, back in the day, most of our tournaments was tape delayed. I think 80-90% was tape delayed. Now I think it's completely reversed. So TV numbers, TV viewers, social media, I think total exposure has completely gone through the roof, which I think it completely deserves. Great athletes, really good performance, and it's fun to watch the ladies. I mean, now I'm more on the outside of looking back in, and I really enjoy watching the ladies golf on TV.
So do I. I mean, and I mentioned to you, I'm the starter. I've done a lot of the starting here for this tournament in the first tee. And standing close to you as professionals, watching you hit the golf ball as far as you hit the golf ball and knowing how far I can't hit it anymore, it's just amazing, the athleticism.
Yeah, and it's I think we have players from all over the world. So it's a very
I have the pronunciation guide.
Yeah, no, it's fun to see kind of how LPGA over the years. I remember first time going to Thailand, and LPGA had an event there. We didn't have any LPGA or Thai girls on the LPGA at the time, and I remember playing in the Pro-Am back then, and I played with 4 young girls. I think they were maybe around 12 years old. One of them was Arya Jutanigarn, the sisters. And I mean, it just shows like when you spend time in a certain place and you kind of you build new dreams for these young kids, and that's important. So to be present around the world, I think it's very important to grow the game of golf in every corner.
First Tee is taking place today.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and First Tee is another great program that kind of helps young kids into the game of golf, especially young girls. So it's fun to see.
All right, hang on. I got to take a break. And we're talking to Suzanne Pedersen, a Dow ambassador, former LPGA professional, and we'll talk more with Suzanne when we return.
Hello, I'm Shep. And I'm Mark. And we're the friendly board-certified entomologists from Rose Pest Solutions.
Hey, Shep, I've got a riddle for you.
Hit me.
Why don't anteaters get sick?
I don't know.
Because they're filled with antibodies.
You know, Mark, there are thousands of ant species that can run amok in your home.
To be effective, you've got to keep them straight.
The pros from Rose can correctly identify the ant and solve the problem.
Protect your health and home. Call 800-966-ROSE. Rose will get the best of your best.
Talk to the animals, hike, bike, or explore a museum. The Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission and WSGW invite you to join in the fun as Saginaw celebrates summer, presented by Hemlock Semiconductor. More than 150 events taking place throughout downtown Saginaw and the riverfront area. For weekly activities, follow Saginaw Celebrate Summer on Facebook and Instagram at Arts Saginaw. Don't miss out on the fun, and for daily updates on all the excitement, keep listening to WSGW.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Summer is here, the perfect time to save some money. Why would you pay full price when you know that you can save at RocketGrabPlus.com? You can check out all of our deals going on right now from Tri-City Motor Speedway, One Up Games and Repairs, JB's Market in Munger, Norrie's of Auburn, Daylight Outfitters, and more. Half off? Yeah, it's true. And it's all at RocketGrabPlus.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Hey, hot dogs, sausages.
Maybe instead of using a stadium vendor to feed the office, we should have just ordered through EasyCater.
I got nachos here. Nachos?
Right here. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was fun at first, but it is kind of disruptive.
Cheesesteak here. Who wants a cheesesteak?
Over here.
Coming at you.
Oh, right in the face.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Food for work on time and has ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 175,000 legal tender silver dollars were issued. These Morgan Silver Dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint. Just call 1-800-222-3807 and you are guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened. But with limited quantities, you must call now to order. To learn more, call 1-800-222-3807. If you order now, you will receive a free collector bonus, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-222-3807 now to secure your new Morgan Silver Dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-222-3807.
WSGW is your station for the Tigers.
Baez.
Swinging a shot. Bear down the third baseline. Candelario is in. Castro's right behind him. Javi Baez, 2-run double. Fly ball left field off the bat of Javi Baez. Looking up, and it's gone, a home run. Javi Baez launches.
Tigers Baseball, brought to you in part by Woolfiles Ace Hardware in Saginaw. Stan's Gold Mine. Your home for the Tigers is WSGW.
And we're back with you here at the Midland Country Club, talking to golf great Suzanne Pedersen, who is a Dow ambassador and now retired from the game of golf and entered the new game of motherhood a few years ago. Was that part of your decision to retire?
I've always said that once I have kids, I would love to kind of dedicate my time to be with them. And I was fortunate enough to have a really nice exit out of the kind of professional life. So
everybody will remember your final putt.
Yeah, so I really enjoy spending time with my kids.
Two of them.
One boy, the oldest, and a girl now, 14 months. So she keeps us on our tippy toes right now. So life is busy, but I miss golf for sure. I miss the competitiveness. But at the same time, I don't have the time that it's needed to kind of be out there and compete at the highest level.
And I've talked to over the years a number of professional golfers who have retired, and they almost walk away from the game in terms of playing. Have you found that to be true? You play a lot less. You don't have
Well,
time.
I've hardly played at all.
Hardly play at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can probably count on one hand the round 18 rounds of golf that I've played since Scotland in 2019. So it's a lot less, but I'm getting more into it now, and I'm getting the hunger in my fingers back. So I just want to go out there on the golf course and enjoy just playing around the golf, and don't be frustrated that my game is not where I want it to be. So it requires maybe a little bit of practice just to kind of get a feel for it again, and then I'll probably enjoy it more when I do get out.
So you don't plan to hit 1,000 balls every day.
No, and I don't miss that. That I don't miss.
But this is your career. That's work. That's part of putting it in to be a professional, isn't it? You have to do that
as a professional athlete. Like what I really come to realize, kind of stepping away from the game and looking at more from the outside back in, is as a professional, you really live in a bubble. It's all about how to get better each and every day. You take choices that's purely kind of dedicated to what can make you better. And it's a little bit selfish life. And I think it has to be. It has to be. Otherwise,
you're responsible for you.
Yeah, it's the dedication and the passion you put in. And I mean, as long as the heart really is in it, it's hard to step away.
So what makes a young girl from Scandinavia want to become a professional golfer?
I think I could just look to our next door neighbor, Sweden, and we had a girl called Annika Sorenstam who's actually playing this year in the Dow GLBI. She was a role model every step of the way, and she really showed that it doesn't matter where you come from. If you believe and you dream big enough and you work hard, you can accomplish whatever you want. So Annika was a big role model for me growing up, and obviously then I turned professional. All of a sudden she was right next to me on the first tee. We became competitors, and we became teammates in the Solheim Cup, and later she became good friends. I mean, it's amazing how you, as a little kid, you look up to someone who's like such a big idol, and years down the road, it's like you're good friends, and kind of the camaraderie is stronger than anything.
Gee, will she be a captain's pick for the Solheim Cup?
I was going to talk to her about that this week.
I bring that up
because I will bring it up. Thanks for reminding me.
I brought it up because this young lady sitting next to me is the captain this year of the Solheim Cup.
Yeah, well, I have to look at every possibility. But if Annika keeps playing the way she's playing, who knows? But she's got to want it. So I don't know if she's that into it, but it's worth a chat, I think.
The Solheim Cup to women's golf is what the Ryder Cup is to men's golf, isn't it? It's
Correct.
An important part of what you do.
Solheim Cup has been the pinnacle, I think, of my career. From the
certainly the end.
From the very first one that I played, where I kind of came to realize, like, either you're loving it, like you love the stage, you love like the it kind of helped define me as a player, I think. I just remember, like, I loved it from the first second I kind of was part of that first team, and I've had many highs, some lows throughout my career. I've had some fantastic wins. I've won a few majors, but what you accomplish as a team stays so much stronger in a way, and it's so much more fun. You kind of work together as a team to accomplish one goal. So I'm really looking forward to next year's Solheim Cup in Spain, and it's a lot of pressure. Europe's won the last two, so we're going for three-peat. So big shoes to fill.
So I have to ask, I'm assuming you came into that 18th hole knowing you were going to retire, and you're standing over that putt, that last putt. You make that putt. What was going through your mind?
Well, just to answer your question, I did not know that I was going to retire.
You did not know.
I did not know. All I was thinking about walking up that 18th is like thinking to myself, I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too much gray hairs. That's as nervous as I was, I could feel the pressure. And it takes guts to kind of deal with that. And it had been a while since I had kind of been in that exact position at the time. But standing over that pot, I don't know, subconsciously, or I wasn't directly knowing that it was that pot or nothing. But I knew that I wanted to make it to kind of get my point. And ever since that pot left the center of the face, I knew it was tracking on the line, and it was going straight into the middle of the hole. And the rest is history. But for me, it was more getting my game back to kind of the highest level, proving that to myself after I had my first child. And I think that was what I was looking for.
And then you shocked the world.
And then I shocked the world, but at the same time, I mean, I felt like it was the perfect scenario to kind of step away with a flag held high, my family there, and my kids, and I obviously had a life to kind of step down to, or sideways to. So,
well, folks, come on out to the Midland Country Club this week, because this young lady will be around as a Dow ambassador. You might get to sit down and chat with her, or talk to her, or say hi. I watched one of my favorite things to watch is Faraday. The guy's, I mean, I'd love to meet the man someday. And I remember the interview, and it was one of my favorites. And I know why, because you are a phenomenal person and so easy to talk to, Suzanne.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time, and glad you're a Dow ambassador, and glad you're here.
Yeah, and everyone, come out to the Midland Country Club. There's going to be a lot of great golf and great girls to meet. So doesn't matter if you're old or young. It doesn't matter. We're happy to see everyone out here.
Happy to see you too. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you,
Suzanne Pedersen, and we'll take our last break. Come back and close out the Art Lewis Show right after these notes.
It is the fundamental right of parents to direct
I think the only thing that is clear is that he continues to be allied with Donald Trump. And so I'm not sure the committee would particularly trust what he's going to have to say.
The Wall Street Journal reports 1 in 6 calls to a national suicide hotline ended without reaching a mental health counselor. CBS's Jim Crisula.
The network of some 200 call centers that answer calls to the hotline has been especially strained since the start of the pandemic. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline will change July 16th to a 3-digit number, 988, from a 10-digit number that's been used since 2005.
A French company, HRA Pharma, is asking the FDA to approve its birth control pill as an over-the-counter medication. Kelly Blanchard is with a Massachusetts nonprofit that helped with the application.
60 years of data and experience using the birth control pill, there is a lot of data research evidence about why this birth control pill is appropriate for over-the-counter access.
Next week, Brandy Batone plans to go to court to fight a traffic ticket for driving alone in an HOV lane in the Dallas area. She's pregnant and says the overturning of Roe versus Wade by the Supreme Court means her unborn child counts as a passenger.
This counts as a baby. You really don't feel like it's right because one law is saying it one way, but then another law is saying it another way.
Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is down 118 points. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
We're proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. And it doesn't really matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar, whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confectioners. It's the memories you'll make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural, made from sugar beets grown right here. What could be sweeter than that?
This is what camping sounds like when you have sleep apnea and struggle with CPAP. And this is what camping sounds like when you have Inspire and don't need a CPAP. If you have sleep apnea and struggle with CPAP, Inspire could work for you. Inspire works inside the body and keeps you breathing normally and sleeping peacefully. No mask, no hose, just sleep. To learn more, visit inspiresleep.com.
Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. Ricky LeBlanc, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Admitted in Massachusetts only. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. Members, Paul J. Morgan, Winter Park, Florida. Nick Neiswander, Florence, Kentucky. Rich Grabo, 970 Farmington Avenue, West Hartford, Connecticut. 860-904-7789. Michael Bo Gonzalez, admitted Louisiana. Filing number LA-22-13614. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other attorneys. I am a paid non-attorney spokesperson. Attention U.S. Marines. Veterans were exposed to toxic chemicals in the drinking water on Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987. Exposure to these chemicals increased the risk for cancer, birth defects, and other serious health problems. If you or a loved one were exposed to contaminated water on Camp Lejeune, you may be entitled to compensation. A new law gives legal rights to those harmed. It is not too late to take action. Call Sokolov Law now for a free legal consultation at 1-800-397-8100. 1-800-397-8100. 1-800-397-8100.
Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Partly cloudy skies and 80 degrees at 11:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Percha. Bay County Sheriff's deputies and Bangor Township Fire and Rescue units were sent to the Bay City Town Center parking lot just before 10:30 Friday night in response to a report of several people shooting at one another. Authorities say one person who had been shot in the parking lot in front of the Bay City 10 GDX Theater drove away from the mall in a red pickup truck. He was later found a mile down the road at the intersection of Wilder and North Euclid. The man was taken to a local hospital. No information has been released about who the person is and their condition. There's no information on any suspect or suspects either. Anyone with information is asked to call the Bay County Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-422-JAIL. The Michigan Department of Transportation is hosting a public meeting to discuss planned improvements to the US 10 business route in Midland. The $33.5 million project would rebuild nearly 2 miles of the US 10 business route and M20. Residents and local businesses are invited to discuss the project at 4:30 p.m. Wednesday at Midland City Hall. Current design plans, as well as a proposed timeline, will be presented before public comment. The American Red Cross and Discovery are partnering for Shark Week and invite people to dive in to help save lives by giving blood or platelets in July. The Red Cross saw a steep drop in blood and platelet donations last month, and donors are asked to make appointments now to prevent a blood shortage this summer. Thanks to Discovery, all who come to give blood or platelets in July will automatically be entered for a chance to win an exclusive Shark Week merchandise package, including a beach bike, a smokeless portable fire pit, a paddleboard, kayak, and $500 gift card to put towards accessories. Those who come to give July 21st to 24th will get an exclusive Shark Week t-shirt from Discovery while supplies last. To make an appointment, download the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visit redcrossblood.org, or call 1-800-733-2767. WSGW News Time, 11:07.
Are you ready for retirement? Well, Jason and Carl Kreiderman with Great Lakes Investment Advisors have a new book that can help make retiring easier. In Empower Your Retirement, they talk about how a well-thought-out financial plan can make the difference between just surviving and thriving in retirement. Using everyday language, this book explores how a simple process can help you cover all the bases of your financial life, including how taxes can affect your retirement and much more. Your finances are too important to leave to chance. Empower Your Retirement is written to help you understand the must-dos to prepare for the retirement you desire. Get your free copy of Empower Your Retirement by calling 989-848-1188. That's 989-848-1188. And for more on retirement planning, tune into Jason and Carl's radio show, Your Financial Empower Hour, every Sunday morning at 8. Firm provides insurance services, investment advisory services offered by Great Lakes Investment Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor firm in the state of Michigan. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
WSGW News Time, 11:08. The weather forecast is coming up next. Officials say an American Airlines flight made an emergency landing in Grand Rapids. Lisa Carr, the Grand Rapids Airport Public Safety and Operations Director, says around 10 o'clock p.m. Friday, the flight from O'Hare International Airport in Chicago, which was bound for Buffalo, New York, alerted Gerald R. Ford International Airport about possible smoke in the cockpit. Carr says an aircraft rescue and firefighting team and Kent County officials responded to the call. She says the plane landed safely in Grand Rapids and all passengers left the plane. No injuries were reported. With the new plane, the redirected flight left Grand Rapids around 12:42 in the morning. An effort to change Michigan's constitution to make abortion legal is expected to move forward this week. A group called Reproductive Freedom for All, along with its supporters, are expected to turn in more than 800,000 signatures to the Michigan Secretary of State later this morning in hopes of qualifying for the November election. Lynn Song is the co-chair of the ballot committee.
I'm hoping that we'll be able to have folks understand that this is just a series of efforts to preserve rights when it came to preserving voters' rights, anti-gerrymandering, and now reproductive health rights, so that providers and folks accessing those services won't face the barriers or the questions and the uncertainty that we're facing right now.
Opponents of the proposal, including Right to Life Michigan, says if the amendment is approved by voters, almost every profile law on the books in Michigan will be gone, and the abortion industry will be totally immune from oversight. When you see news happening, call the WSGW newsroom at 752-0790. It's 11:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW weatherology forecast. Few spotty rain showers early today, otherwise partial sunshine develops a high in the upper 80s. Breezy southwest winds around 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30. Then for tonight, a chance for showers and thunderstorms, cloudy skies, a low near 66. Tuesday, a slight chance for rain showers here late, partial sunshine develops a high around 82. Then on Wednesday, a slight chance for rain late, blend of clouds and sunshine develops a high around 78. Thursday, mostly sunny, high around 80 degrees. Then by Friday, mostly sunny skies, a high of 86. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Vujcicki with the WSGW weatherology forecast.
Currently, it's 81.
Now, It's time to focus as WSGW presents the people, the places, the businesses, the culture, the area events and activities, all put into focus on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
Well, good morning to you and welcome to another edition of Focus here on WSGW. Focus brought to you by RoofMax, the safe, proven, and affordable answer to asphalt shingle roof replacement. You can find out more about RoofMax at getroofmax.com or call Ben at 989-859-6751. And that's RoofMax, and it's spelled with 2 X's. We are here at the Midland Country Club today because it is the kickoff of the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, the LPGA Tour that comes to this club every year and now has been extended through 2029. Originally a 5-year agreement, 1 year delayed in the middle because of COVID. So this is actually the 3rd edition instead of the 4th. So the current contract goes to 2024, and then they've extended to 2029 here at the Midland Country Club. And I believe, guys, correct me if I'm wrong at the station, but we don't have a guest. So I've asked another guest to stop by. Stop by and help me fill time.
You know, Art, you've always invited me to the nicest locations. For years and years, we did our broadcast from the lobby of the Grand Hotel.
That's right.
And so I come out to help you out today on this broadcast, basically help be a pack mule for you. It is just one of the nicest settings here on this balcony overlooking the Island Green and the VIP Diamond Club at the GLBI. This is just a fantastic setting. And also to be here and hear a great interview with Jim Fitterling, Dow Chemical, so knowledgeable and so willing to share information about their business and their perspective on the business, not only here, but around the world.
Yeah, it's, it's an amazing relationship. And of course, we're fortunate that Mr. Fitterling is a regular listener of WSGW.
Oh, that's right. And in fact,
follows us on Facebook.
I've been on the air talking about things. And one time I didn't know a lot of the background about salt brine. And I said, I'm sure there was salt brine here before, and there's a new company coming to the area. And I got an instant message on my smartphone. Yeah. It was Jim Fitterling telling me that's how Dow started. It was with the salt brine. And he gave me a great background on it.
And by the way, folks, take this picture because there are very few radio stations in Michigan, if any, that can point to two Michigan Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame still working.
That's right. That's right.
And here we are.
And no intention to stop anytime soon.
Neither of us.
Yeah, we should have bookended Jim. We should have had Jim between two Hall of Famers.
We should have done that. Yeah, I never think of that. Think of that.
One other thing you mentioned, Art, about them extending another 5 years to 2029. Thought I have on that, too often those of us who are here take things for granted. We don't realize how special things are. And when you see someone come from the outside and they're really excited and impressed with an area, and then they extend the LPGA for another 5 years beyond the original 5 years, things are done right here and they like it. They like the way they're treated here.
Well, I have to tell you that in year 1, 2019, the very first Dow GLBI, I could have predicted easily that they were going to extend.
Mm-hmm.
I had mentioned the first hour with Jim that I was doing the starting in the first tee tent, and with me was the president of the LPGA, because this was the first team event they did on regular tour.
Right.
And so she was there talking to each golfer as they came onto the first tee box to remind them of the rules of team play and what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's unique.
So between the tee times, which were about 11 minutes apart, we were just chatting because we were both standing there in the tent, nobody else around.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her, what she thought of this event, brand new, and the first women had just teed off. So, the event was in its infancy. And she said, I will tell you right now that this is being run like it's already 5 years old. She said it is unbelievable. And then it went on to be the LPGA Tour of the Year, the tour stop of the year, and won the Sustainability Award. Now it's won the Zero Emissions Award for carbon emissions. They just do it right.
And they give a lot of food back also to like Hidden Harvest.
Hidden Harvest
organizations
was,
like that.
they're one of the partners, and they gave them 4,000 pounds,
4,000
pounds of
last
food,
year.
I think, last year.
And they have a lot of great eating stations out here for people who buy the upscale ticket, the $45 ticket.
All right,
And
more on
it's
it.
great.
We'll remind you of all the things you can do out here at the Midland Country Club this week, but we got to take a break, and then we'll be back, Dave and I, here on Focus.
Your career takes flight when you join the winning teams at Soaring Eagle and Saguenay Eagles Landing. The premier gaming and entertainment destinations in Michigan are currently hiring for a wide variety of positions for all levels of experience. Visit us online at SoaringEagleCasino.com for a full list of openings and learn about all the benefits and the new $15 an hour minimum wage. Apply today at Soaring Eagle Casino Resort and Saguenay Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel.
Flock to Dow Diamond July 30th for Princess and Pirate Night, where you too can be royalty.
Princess, shut up.
Or a scallywag.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
After the game, we'll light up the kingdom with a fireworks loontacular.
Hey, we saw fireworks.
Princess, are you okay? Powered by Farm Bureau Insurance. Tickets are selling fast.
God, you ate the princess.
Get yours now at loons.com. Princess and Pirate Night, July 30th at Dow Diamond.
Bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle.
Dive in. It's Loons baseball time.
While you're comfortable inside your home or business, the weather takes a toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail, UV rays, and the heat of the sun cause premature failure of your shingles. Everyone loves to save money. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on replacement. Get a RoofMax shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with RoofMax, a powerful fusion of science and nature. Call Ben today at 859-6751.
At the United States Postal Service, we deliver with advanced technology and equipment so we can reach over 160 million addresses across the country. We're delivering for thinkers, doers, movers, shakers, groundbreakers, future makers, innovators, trailblazers, disruptors, streamers, dreamers. So no matter what business you're in, we'll always be delivering for you. USPS, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/delivering.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Thank you for being with 100.5 and City News Radio WSGW in the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios.
All right, we're back with you. The Focus program coming to you today from the Midland Country Club, home of the 2022 edition of the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, Ladies Professional Golf Association Tournament, a $2.5 million prize package. And some of the gals, we can see them. We're on a little balcony here at the Midland Country Club on the second floor, looking out over the 18th green, and we see the pros coming through because they're in their practice rounds, Dave. And
Yeah, the island green.
Yeah, and it was fun last hour talking to Suzanne Pedersen. I've had the pleasure of doing it several times, and on the air or off the air, what you see is what you get.
Oh,
I was at
very personable.
An event a few weeks ago that she was at, and we were just standing around talking about family and stuff, and it's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And they're all like that. I have the fun of being the starter on the first tee. And every one of these gals in the tournament are friendly, cheerful, respectful.
Jim said very approachable.
Very approachable.
All of them, yeah.
And a lot of times if I look at some of the names and if I have a problem, I'll either ask the player how you pronounce your name or I'll ask their caddies. And every one of them are friendly. They thank you for what you're doing, for helping out, and I mean, it's an amazing thing to watch. These young girls come through, and from all over the world.
Speaking of young girls, it's a great thing that they're doing today over at Curry Golf Course,
First tee.
where they're doing young people and giving them tips and how to get involved in the game and inspiration for their futures. So that's great.
There's a lot going on at this tournament that doesn't have to do with golf. It has to do with family, youngsters. The first tee is an example.
Mm-hmm.
On the course out, I think it's out.
M20.
It's out number 11 or something like that is the STEM tent.
Oh, okay. Right.
STEM facility.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They will have, before the tournament even starts Wednesday, over 1,000 youngsters through all the Boys and Girls Clubs. The Boys and Girls Clubs, as Chris told us, they said, well, how do we choose who to bring? He says, no, don't choose, just bring them all.
Yeah.
Okay. And the tournament is providing transportation. And
right.
so many times these young organizations like that can't afford to bus these kids all
to
over.
rent a bus or whatever.
So the tournament is bringing in, I think, 640 from the Boys and Girls Club, plus hundreds others.
One other thing for the people coming out to attend the tournament, you park at Dow Diamond, and the shuttles are really reliable.
Every few minutes
they're running. One's pulling out, there's another one pulling in.
Absolutely.
And, so that's a good way because they just don't have the parking out here, and a lot of the on-street parking here is not available right now.
No, it's not available. Period.
Right.
We also want to point out, for those of you that might have always wanted to come to a golf tournament but feel, I can't afford it, it's too expensive. Plan on coming Wednesday, the first day of the tournament, because there is no charge.
Right.
Free to get in. And on top of that, first 5,000 people are going to get a little swag bag gift.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's going to get a coupon for lunch.
You can't beat that.
It's a free day
like
to
they're
see
paying you to come.
And literally, and you're going to see the best golf you've ever seen, close up and personal.
And the other days are $10. I think 17 and under is free or something like that.
Yeah,
and
kids are free, and veterans are always free. We should point that out.
Right.
And there is a veterans tent exclusive to veterans and current active, where there'll be food and things of that nature. So
all you need is your military ID.
Yep. I mean, there are a number of ways to come and see golf. If you can't come, though, one of the things that has happened to the LPGA in the last number of years is greater access by television.
Mm-hmm.
This year is no exception. This tournament, day 1 through 3, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, will be on the Golf Channel in the afternoon. And I do believe it's 1 to 4 Friday, and
3 to 6,
3 to 6 I think, Wednesday and Thursday.
Right.
And then Saturday, it goes to CBS from 4 to 6.
Right.
You will get to see the finale live. These are all live broadcasts.
And that showcases the Midland Great Lakes Bay region worldwide.
Well, you can see across the way, you can see that tent that has the windows across it.
Right, yeah.
That's the broadcast area.
Oh, okay.
And there will be, which is not up yet, a crane tower where they'll have a camera up real high to look down on the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, to all the world, when you see that shot on television, this looks like one major facility.
And
it's
It
gorgeous.
sure does. I watched it the last time.
Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a phenomenal event. $2.5 million purse. So just as a reminder also, when you do come and you contribute whatever you spend out here, a good hunk of it goes to charity. There are 36 nonprofits that are on board to receive funding following this tournament. It's a major event. And as Dow always does, they think local and regional, and they take care of their own. And this event is no exception. So we're looking forward to some good golf, Dave.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great day. I know I'm going to be out here Wednesday for the opening ceremony. And
so will I. I better be.
I'll be. Yeah, you have to introduce all those players.
Well, I've got to do the opening ceremony, too.
Oh, a ceremony as well. Okay. Well, it's going to be a good one. Plus, Jim said they're probably going to have the bagpipers out here again.
Oh, they will. They'll do that. They'll do the national anthem. What will happen is I'll have a couple of remarks, introduce Jim. He'll have a couple of remarks, and then there'll be a ceremonial tee shot. Jim will hit one, and there is someone. Forgot her name now. Is going to be hitting one. But you'll find it. Come on out Wednesday. Plenty of room in the stands, by the way. Around the first tee box are stands in an L shape, and probably seat a couple hundred people in there.
Oh yeah,
so come on out and enjoy some of the best golf you're ever going to see in your life. We're going to take our last break, come back and close out. And Dave, thanks for being with us.
Glad to join you, Art.
Be back in a moment.
Warmer weather is here, and associates in eye care want you to remember to wear sunglasses with UV protection. Most of us acquire 80% of our lifetime UV exposure before 18, so it's extremely important for children to have sunglasses with UV protection. Ultraviolet rays have harmful effects on the eyes that can lead to cataracts and macular degeneration. To make an appointment with Dr. Cox, Dr. Kazmarek, or Dr. Engel at their Saginaw or Hemlock locations, call 792-8686. Associates in Eye Care, caring for our patients as we would want to be treated.
Consider a move to Wellspring Senior Living Campus in Saginaw.
There's a huge amount of trust that's built in that process of deciding where you're going to move, when you're going to sell your house. It's important when you walk into a place that you look around. Do the residents look happy? Are the staff interacting with them? How were you treated when you walked through the door? This is the next step to your journey. I want to give the right recommendation. I want to lead these people in the right direction. They've trusted me.
Schedule a tour today at wellspringlutheran.com.
Why can't Michigan students be the best educated in the world? Why can't the state that put the world on wheels have the best roads? Why can't Michigan be the manufacturing capital of the United States?
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter.